Fills the outside stall in a small field. Light flashing. And the 3-year-old Colts and Geldings are right to go. They're often jumping awkwardly. The big fellow Max Wooshdappen. Please Mister, though, clearly won the start from the inside and really wanted to grab hold of the bridle, and he's charging at the end of 200. Pike sends Superfluous across to be second. Playfair drops his head now down there, running third over on the outside of Net Zero. And Fiore takes hold of the favourite Sales Session to camp it back there, third from last in front of Max Wooshdappen and Sainty Cullity. They scatter the ducks at the 1800 at Beckett's Gate and going out to Matheson Road. And the leader, Please Mister, really wants to run, being locked down in front at the crossing. He really wants to charge, though. Superfluous up running second. There's not a great deal of speed on here in the early part of the Mel Vista. Net Zero occupies third spot down on the inside, running fourth. Playfair trailed by the favourite Sales Session. It has the big fellow Max Wooshdappen tucked up down on its inside, and to clear last is Sainty Cullity. Over into the back of the course they go as they race by the 1300. Please Mister will take them to the riverside of the course by 3/4 on Superfluous. No great variation to the order. Running third, Net Zero. 3/4 Playfair, a length and a half away, patiently handled by Fiore. Sales Session as they drop anchor, 1,000 to go. Once again, Max Wooshdappen is next, and back last is Sainty Cullity, who'd be about 5 lengths from the leader. And so at the 900 they go. Please Mister, a half a length now, only a neck. Pike starts to send Superfluous up, edging his way just a bit closer. Net Zero down on the inside, being closely followed then by Playfair. Certainly at any tick of the clock, Fiore will go for the trigger at the 600 and get the Spinnaker up on Sales Session. In behind them came Max Wooshdappen. Now she goes, and the favourite takes off. Playfair goes at the same time, and Sainty Cullity last of all. Sparks Fly, 400 to go. Please Mister, Superfluous, Playfair. Sales Session, the widest of the four at the top of the home straight, though, grabbed the lead. Net Zero a length and a half away, followed by Max Wooshdappen at the 200. Sales Session, hands and heels at the moment, a length and a half. Lucy goes for the Shillelagh. Sales Session clear. Net Zero, Max Wooshdappen. It's Sales Session in front. He'll have enough in hand, and the favourite has won it. He takes out the Mel Vista Sales Session from Max Wooshdappen. Net Zero third, Playfair fourth, followed by Superfluous, and the last two home, Please Mister, who's back with Sainty Cullity. Number 1, Sales Session. Takes the Roberts Mel Vista Stakes double. Had to be roused up a little over the final stages, encouraged to the line by Lucy Fiore. But the Danny Morton trained 3-year-old, the son of Sessions, continues his fabulous run through the back end of summer and the autumn, beating Max Wooshdappen. Better today, Luke Campbell, big rangy 3-year-old. Nice enough Derby trial. Net Zero, an improver. Steve Parnham, Playfair, faded out of it in the last 200 metres. Sales Session justifying the short odds. He ran 140 at the finish. Net Zero and also Max Wooshdappen, who have run the minor placings, 164 and 2, certainly improving on their recent efforts. But it's all about Sales Session progressing to the Derby in 2 weeks' time for Oakland Park, who have a double today. They got the result earlier on with the very, very promising 2-year-old in Schnitzer Latte. So 2:18.69 there the time, and home in 35.94. And Sales Session, part owned by Oakland Park with Carol Morton, trained by Danny and ridden by Lucy Fiore. Second home, Max Wooshdappen, who's my pride of Dubai, Misty Baisley, Lukey Campbell at $61. Ruffy getting into second placing, and 4 Net Zero by A Lot, ridden by Stephen Parnham. So no surprises there. The favourite home as we go into race 6, the Singapore Pools Trophy 2025 handicap over 1,200. Willie Pike rides the returning 3-year-old West Star, favourite there for the next at 25-4. Lockie Taylor's with us down there in the yard. It was on for young and old at the top of the straight, but you could sense that Sales Session always had their measure. Up went the Spinnaker, and home went the favourite, beating Max Wooshdappen, Net Zero in the minor placings, Lockie.
Absolutely, Darren. Lucy Fiore certainly didn't want to complicate things any more than she needed to on the $1.40 favourite. Ensured that He had plenty of galloping room, put him into the race nice and early on the back of Play Fair, and from there the horse travelled up with some dominance and put the field away nicely to salute by half a length. And stable racing manager for the Dan Morton Yard, BJ Ryan, joins me once again. Beej, he just did what he had to do there and he saluted exactly as we expected him to.
Yeah, absolutely, Locke. He patiently handled exactly how we wanted it to play out with Lucy there, and just sort of the slow tempo probably meant they just had to get into the race a bit sooner than expected, but rounded him up, and he was good to the line.
Talk us through the importance of Lucy getting him to settle in the early stages of the race. As you touched upon, they certainly weren't setting any records down the back.
I think it's just important for where we want to get to with this horse. Neville Duncan has always been, the breeder owner, has always been adamant that 1800 to between 1800 and 22 would be his optimum. But, with 3-year-olds, sometimes class can take you further than that. So with him, we just need him to switch off, because with a mile and a half in 2 weeks' time, that's going to be his best opportunity, especially if we run into a filly as good as Machine Gun Gracie and others that, in 2 weeks' time. So, this is all just building towards that 2,400 metre race.
Dan knows how to win a derby. Is there any similarities between this horse and a horse like Alaskan Gold from a few years ago?
I'm not too sure. You'd have to ask Danny about that. But in terms of just that rapid, especially with 3-year-olds, that rapid progression they can make, like from a maiden victory not that long ago to winning back-to-back listed races, that's kind of the Alaskan God pathway as well. He just really rocketed at the right time, and this horse is in the zone now, and you imagine he's going to be pretty hard to beat in the derby.
Nice result en route to a derby. Well done.
Thanks a lot.
There's BJ Ryan, stable racing manager for the Dan Morton Yard. Lucy Fury, lovely ride on the $1.40 favourite, just kept him out of trouble, and from there the horse did the rest, Scotty.
Certainly did, and Lucy's about to jump off the scales. It's 1, 6, 4 and 2. Sale session goes from a JC Roberts to a Mel Vista and wins back-to-back features. Lucy joins us now, relatively painless.
Yeah, it was really nice. I was really confident in running. I had so much horse underneath me, and he did the rest.
It's all just going to come down to timing your run.
Yeah, pretty well. It's a bit windy out there. I went a bit earlier than I had to kind of push him around the bend because the wind catches you, but we just were going so steady. I didn't want to leave it too late.
2,200 for the first time today, 2,400 in a fortnight's time. Give you the confidence that he'll see out the trip, no worries?
Yeah, he settled beautifully in running, even though it was really steady. I think the 2,400 would be fine.
Congratulations, Lucy, well done.
Thank you.
There's Lucy Fury churning out another winner, and it's aboard sale session this time. She combines with Dan Morton and the Oakland Park team to take out the second of 3 feature races here this afternoon at Ascot in the Schweppes Mel Vista Stakes.